There is a sort of vanity of the digital world in which we're anxious and worried and frustrated and focused on things that don't even matter or we have no impact or control of. God has put you here in Vancouver, Washington at Summit View Church on this Sunday morning, nowhere else. How will you use this time? Digital distractions can also close off communication with God. You all know the story of Mary and Martha. Mary sitting at Jesus' feet, Martha serving everybody else, running around, doing 1,000 different things, and Jesus slows her down and says, Martha, Martha, you are anxious and troubled about many things. How many of us could he say that to today? But one thing is necessary. Mary has chosen the good portion, which will not be taken away from her. So many of us, our anxieties, our sense of security, all depends on what the latest headline is and what our phone tells us, because we're not being renewed by the word, we're not sitting at Jesus' feet, we're not learning the one most important thing that cannot be taken away from us. Distraction can destroy us. Unchecked distraction mutes the urgency of the mission of God. Paul writes to the Corinthian church and he says, I say this to your benefit, not to lay any restraint upon you, but to promote good order and to secure your undivided devotion to the Lord. I love that term, undivided devotion to the Lord. And he's writing in the context of singleness and marriage. And he says, hey, they're both wonderful gifts, for different reasons and given to people in different seasons, but they're not ultimate reality. And therefore, they should not have ultimate priority in our life. Do our lives as followers of Jesus have a sense of urgency for the things of God? And so, there are 100 distracted driving accidents every single day. Right? Being distracted is literally costing people their life. And digital technology can be a helpful complement, but it can never be an alternative to being present where God has you, practicing neighborly love and service to the people God has put right in front of you. Let us be careful to be present and not miss it by just looking at screens.